Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Vivienne. So in this video, we will share about the components of operation scheduling, the input, the output, and the production change, which can affect performance based on the center of productions. Okay, let's begin. Let's say that you were getting ready to make a batch of cupcakes. You've got the whole bag of flour, a dozen eggs, and another bag of sugar. Not only do you have to have all the ingredients, but you also have to have them assembled in the right order. You work and work on the cupcakes, and then when you are done, you only ended with 2 measly cupcakes. You'll be pretty disappointed. In fact, you are probably wondering where all those ingredients and all that energy went. In this respect, baking is a lot like running a business. You have to pay for the input and the time. So you want to make sure that you are getting the outputs that you need. In this lesson, you are going to look at how operation scheduling, or the practice of managing the resources, timing, and productions of the product line helps company to increase their efficiency. When you bake cupcakes, and hopefully you will end up with more than 2 when you do, you have ingredients and result. Your ingredients are the eggs, flour, sugar, and whatever else your grandmother's recipe call for. While the result are the cupcakes. As a manufacturer of something, you got the same thing, but they go by different names. Input are the ingredients to a process. They not only include the raw materials, but also the actions that have to be performed to transform the material. Mixing and baking as the input to make the cupcakes have flour and eggs. Output, on the other hand, are the result of a process. So in this example, your cupcakes were the output. If you were running a company, whatever it is that you sell to the customer is your output. So how do you go from flour and eggs to cupcakes? Simple. You follow the recipe. Likewise, when you go from raw materials to finished goods, you follow the production change. The production change is the descriptions of the timing and amount for the input and processes to produce and output. For your cupcakes, the production change may call for mixing and dry ingredients, adding the wet ingredients, then baking. Notice that all of this have to be done in a specific order. You can't add the egg after you bake, nor can you shift flour after you have added the wet ingredients. Likewise, if you are making a product, you have to follow the step in order. You can't paint a piece of metal before you have molded it to be frame of a car. 2 major sets of factors can really affect performance. The first of this is logistics. We won't go into it too much here, but it is hard to make cupcakes if you haven't been to the store to pick up the ingredients. The second are the different center of productions. The Getaway Center is the opening stage of the productions. If a slowdown happens here, it will affect the whole of your cupcake making operations. If your grandmother calls while you are making the batter, chances are you will have to slow down to talk to her and wouldn't be able to complete it all the time. Meanwhile, further along, you have Downstream Center, that are those steps that follow the initial step. If your dogs run up and track mark in the house, you may be inclined to stop working on the cupcakes and clean up the mark. While it has no effect on the earlier productions, it shows everything down from that point on. That means you could face a backlog. A backlog exists when there is an inefficiency in the system. Let's say you were baking 2 sets of cupcakes, having an oven full of half-cooked cupcakes, while another 2,000 sit on the countertop is a backlog. So what is the lesson summary for today? Let's review. Just like baking cupcakes, companies have to follow operations scheduling, which is managing the resources, timing, and productions of a product line. This operation scheduling has both input, the ingredients to a process, and output is the result of a process. The production change is the timing and the amount for input and processes to produce and output. Meanwhile, the production chain is made up of the Getaway Center, or the opening stage of productions, and the number of Downstream Center, or those steps that follow the initial step. Downstream Center can have a backlog when there is an inefficiency in the system. After viewing this video, you should be able to summarize the operations of schedulings and apply it in your manufacturing plants. Where is your input, your output, and the backlog in your production change? Yeah, that's the end of my sharing in this video. Once again, my name is Vivienne. Please subscribe to my channels and hit the notifications bell, or leave a comment if you learned something new in my videos today. This will definitely motivate me to make a weekly video like this to share with you guys. Okay, that's all for today, and I see you in my next video.